Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Prost Dominic. Welcome back to the winning team. I love you so much. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Yes, my winning team, thank you so much for sticking around. You're the real deal, man. I love you so much. New members, thank you so much for joining us. Please kindly consider subscribing. Kisses to you all. I love you so much. So please, if you're new here, just know that this channel platform is for you to get a job and find a way of surviving and living in UAE. Not only getting jobs, we are getting so much information and knowledge here for free. So please kindly use the platform and share with your friends as well. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, everywhere. My handle is at Prost Dominic. Okay. So for those of you who just joined in, kindly note that I always leave the number, the emails for you where to drop your CVs within the video. So please kindly watch the video to the end to get those numbers and emails. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about how to remove the abscond, okay, from visitor visa and employment visa. If you have an abscond from visitor visa or abscond in employment, this is the right video for you. So kindly note and take notes, please guys. Watch the video to the end so that you learn how to do these things, and for free, you know, because I know most of you are using agents, and these agents are charging you a lot of money which you don't have. We all don't have this money. So stay around and watch the video to the end. First of all, what is an abscond? An abscond, this is it's issued to you by the agent that made for you a visa. Because when you apply for a visa, the person who applies for your visa, there is a fee they pay as security. There is a security fee they pay, that yes, you're coming in as a visit. They are guaranteeing themselves to you that you will exit the country. So you, when you fail to exit the country and you fail to make visa change to make your stay long, to extend your visa, and you decide to disappear like that and you enter overstay, so the government is holding their security. So it depends on which company you're using, and sometimes it depends on which how they are charging this money, because sometimes it's a lot of money, sometimes it's less, but it ranges from maybe 2,000 plus, okay, depending on, are you using, if the person is using a private sector or a government sector. So it depends. So for you, when you run away with this visa, they are going to give you that abscond, so that you have to come back to them to pay back the money. Abscond can only be removed by the person who applied your visa. Take note, there is no any other agent that can remove the abscond from your visa if it is not the person who did your visa in the first place. That is why they will abscond you, because you will look for them. By all means, if you run away and they abscond you and maybe things go well for you, you will have to go back to them, so that you will have to pay that money, their security, because the government already deduct the security from them. And actually, if these cases happen more and more, even this person can even lose that trust with the government. That they'll be like, the person you recommend to come here, they're not going back. So they can even take away they can still reject him from applying more visas. That's why it's really bad for you guys. If you come here with an agent, please always go back to them and find a solution than you going in overstay and don't communicate. Always communicate with them, okay? So first of all, if you want to remove that abscond, you have to go back to the person who did the visa for you and negotiate the price. Of course, he will tell you how much. If he's a genuine person, he will give you fair price, fairly, and he will tell you this much you have to pay. So once you pay that agent or the agency, they are going to apply for you abscond removal from the government. They'll apply for you abscond removal. And once they apply for you this abscond removal, it is going to take 7 to 14 days, working days, okay? 7 to 14 working days. Once these 7 to 14 working days are done, they are going to receive an NOC from the government. Once they receive this NOC from the government, it's gonna be in a soft copy, okay? So once this NOC is received, they will send it to you in the soft copy as well. So once you receive the soft copy, you have to go to airport terminal 3 to get your original copy with a stamp, because they will give you a soft copy. And once you have the soft copy, it means things are really going as planned, you know. So you have to go to terminal 3, you get your original copy with a stamp. So once you get this original copy with a stamp, now it's time for you to go to a mill to pay your fines. You have to go to a mill offices, the migration offices. They will check how much fines you have to pay, and if your fines are above 4,000 or they are 4,000 plus, there is a fine reduction. You can appeal for fine reduction, so at least they can give you a discount on these fines. They always do give discounts once your fines are really piled up and you cannot afford to pay them, and maybe the reasons you're giving them are really genuine, and they can be looked and maybe put into consideration. They can even decide to give you free of charge and they let you free. Otherwise, you can appeal for fine reduction. So once you have for you to appeal, you must have an offer letter from a company. An offer letter is like a job, it's like a job contract that you've got a job and you're willing to pay the fines and continue with the visa process and make everything legal, because before you're illegal, now you want to make things legal to yourself. So that's what you're going to do. Once you appeal and pay the fines, that will be the end of it. That is if you've been on a visitor visa or tourist visa. Okay, yeah, when you go there, you appeal for the fine reduction. Once this deducted and paid, that is how free you're going to be. Otherwise, for those who are on employment or cancellation and you have an abscond from the company, my dear, that one is a different case. First of all, you have to go back to the bosses. It is between you and the boss. This time around now, the government has nothing to do with you. You have to sit down with the former bosses and explain everything to them. Because, you know, I understand their situation also sometimes. Maybe they will abscond you. Maybe they gave you visa. You promised to work for them 2 years and you end up working for them 1, 2, 3 months and you want to run away. So they will be so angry. Because first of all, visa is not free. They're paying so much money for your visa and you don't want to pay them. Usually that's how they come to abscond you guys, because I'm sure these employers, they will tell you have to pay for me, you have to pay me my visa fee, and you say no, I will not pay, I want to go. They will abscond you. It is in their right, because they have paid so much money for your visa. Visa is not cheap, guys. The employment visa is really expensive. So imagine the person has done all this, took you for medicals, did your visa and everything, and you work for 2 months and disappear. Definitely he has all the rights to give you an abscond. So, but once you get a job, or if he absconds you, you have to go to them first. Have a negotiation, agree on how much you have to pay it, and that's how they can uplift your abscond. That is how they can uplift it. Otherwise, if they do not, there is no way you're going to go and get it out. No, because it's in their hands. You get my point? That's why I always recommend you, I always tell you guys, if you get a good job and you really want to change the company, talk to the boss. If he's telling pay me, because usually they don't ask a lot of money. They'll ask you like 1 month salary, which is very okay. That is maybe 3,500 or 2,000, or some will even ask you for 2. It depends on your salary anyway, but usually they ask 3,000 dirhams and above, or some 3 and below. So just get this money, pay them, because where you're going, you feel it is far better than where you are. So pay this money, go in good terms. Always go in good terms. Even you house managers, if you're leaving the house, always look for peace. Don't just go, don't run away. Talk to these people, unless when you see your life is at risk. But if you can negotiate and talk with your bosses, always talk to these people and live in peace. That's when you can survive outside. Because when you come out and you have abscond, I've met so many of you, but you have absconds here. When you have abscond, it's really hard to find those locals to tell them to remove the abscond. You will call them, they don't pick up. First of all, when they pick up, they are very busy and you cannot go back to their houses, because that is trespassing. You cannot just go back to the house where you just left. So you have to be negotiating on phone, and most of them, they will block you even. So that's why always live in good terms with your passport and ask them to they should not put an abscond on you. Give you the cancellation and everything. That will be so proper, and leave. I hope guys I'm communicating. For those who wanted to the bit of Luganda, yes, go in abscond. Eya visitor visa, oyina okudayo agent yakolera visitor visa eyo. Agent n'omugamba n'omusasula sente ze baba ba fine je baba bamuwa n'akusajja sente n'osasula, then n'ako applyingira abscond free. Bwafuna NOC agenda kugikuwa mu soft copy. Bwamala okugikuwa ogenda kitwala ku terminal 3. Ku terminal 3 bagenda kuwa hard copy ng'eriko ne stamp. Eyo stamp gyo otwala kwa mail. Immigration offices bakuwe fine zo ino okusasula. Then wezeba fine zo nyingi obasabe bakukendereze ko bakusobola bakuwa discount. Bomalo sasula o making sure oteka mu visa endala. That is how it works. Gwe ava kuya boss wo ngo aboss yakwa abscond oyino okudai wa boss wo no mwegairira no muwaka sente ka kusabye na kugira mu abscond kwa ekaya ino olukusuluji jam tewali mulala otherwise ogenda bira wanino ngoli mbinyibwa mateeka ekitali kyangu nakitegedde oba oyino okufuna omulimu kwa omutwalo gumu n'ekitundu which is not easy kumuna Uganda si kyangu kyafuna omulimu kwa omutwalo gumu kitundu mitwalo 2 n'omutwalo si kyangu okusobola okujama gundi automatically ni uplifting. Anyway guys, that was just a little bit of some people who are commenting. Please use some bit of the language we all understand, that is Luganda. I'm from Uganda guys, but for my other nationalities you're also welcome. That was the session in English and I really love you so much. Please, until next time, bye bye.